Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Virgo, I have your message here. And we have first the Six of Cups, which is a sign of nostalgia, happy memories you may be experiencing. These pleasant and comforting memories generally are connected to things that you can use in your future. Meaning, if you had a happy childhood and you're having memories from the childhood, generally you can build off of them for your future, right? You can continue to, you might open up a daycare for children. You may open up, because Virgos are service oriented, you may open up a nursing practitioner. Business, because as a child, you remember situations where people needed help. You might become a minister, that kind of thing. But the Six of Cups is a definite sign of victories that you're coming into, you're leaving past. Heartache and pains. And I say it like that because the past heartache and pains is what builds us. It builds you up. And so you're leaving it behind, but maybe you can learn to say thank you to those past hurt and pains, because as you say thank you, you'll find yourself moving into new levels of your life. You'll see new things coming in that are vibrant and healthy, exciting to you. um, we know that there's a victory here, but we want to look at the fact that you got two Scorpio cards, which means that there's, endings. Here's the death and rebirth card. Um, what it's asking you is to release old patterns. So, you're in a season of undoing something that's very equated to Pisces energy, self undoing, looking at past habits that may have caused you to have experiences of heartache and pain. What could have broke down that relationship? What part did you play in it? Not just the individual. There's something that we needed to do, even if we accepted too much from the individual. Did we try to work it out? Did the individual try to work it out with us? And if we did try to work it out and they didn't want to, then you did your best, right? Is it a profession that you're holding on to that you need to release, or even transform the profession to another level? Say, for instance, you have a brick and mortar profession and you need to bring technology in it. What is it that you need to allow the death and rebirth process to happen in your life? Is it something going on with your children? Is it something going on in your community? What is it? Because Virgo is actually experiencing third house energy right now, which is community, it's short distance travel. Um, it is also health, customer service. There is writing in that house. There's publishing. Let's see what else. Right now, the Mars retrograde energy is sitting in that house, in the third house. So be careful with your communion and your communication with people, so that you won't cut off anything that you should have, and that you don't bring in some things that you should not bring into your life at this time, because there's major healing going on. I can feel in financial blessings that are coming in, and you don't want anything or anyone, any energies to come in to get you off track and distract you. Now, you have for the eclipse progression. And so, for progression, it is what it is. It says progress. You're in the season of progress. And while you're in the season of progress, you want to remember the challenges of small obstacles, or opportunities that come in that seem as if they're not moving fast enough, that's going to cause you to become impatient. Practice patience and um, complex issues that you may not have been able to solve in the past may come up because you're in a new learning ground. And that means that um, every time we go up, we'll have more situations where we need to learn how to handle complex situations. It's like conflict resolution, right? So you're in a season of progress, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to experience conflict. And maybe some people, because compromise is coming out of my mouth, maybe some of you need to learn how to compromise. That might be where it is. You might look at how you speak to others, maybe record yourself and say, am I blending? Am I actually being a part of something that's going to come together in a communion type of way, which means that there's unity? What parts of me has not been um, you know, immersing a compromise? Because it seems like there's something with people, or maybe a person, or even with yourself, that needs to understand what compromise is. Does it mean that I have to win all the time? Does it mean that I have to have the last word? No, it doesn't, because a word means that we're conversating together. That means that you show that you hear and they show that they hear, you see, and we compromise in the circumstances, because comp means that I'm compensating. Mise means that there's a part of me that is being given to someone. And truly, you can't just give yourself to someone if they're not giving. Yes, I understand that. And this is the case for some people. But what's going to make you better and pull in the energy that is compatible to you is going to be you looking at yourself. The other thing is that you allow people to be who they are. One more thing is that as you embrace yourself climbing, you have that energetic match, and that shadow part of you dissipates. The healing is showing because you begin to pull in others, a new energy, different types of people that are on a higher level, that are not in the same position or in positions that you were 10 years ago, you see. And so as you um, embrace this progression, more and more blessings are coming your way, because you have a victory sitting before you. So be blessed and be safe. And thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing, because you are the Virgo team. You guys always support me. Thank you for even more supporting and getting my channel recognized, help me to get out there. I thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Virgo team all the way. We're getting ready to build one. All right. Thanks, Virgos.